What's going on, guys? Just back here again with another trade review for today. Today I did not end up taking any trades. Actually, I ended up sleeping in, but there is some value for guys to get out of this video today. This is the trade that I would have taken on Tesla. So as you guys can see here, I have the Tesla chart marked out, and towards the beginning of the day, actually, let me go on to the 1 minute chart here. Towards the beginning of the day, we had plenty of relative strength. Tons of relative strength coming into the day, and I'm going to have a video on relative strength actually for you guys coming soon. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah, as you guys can see, we went from 300 per share all the way to over 305 within the first 2 minutes of market open. And something that you guys can really take advantage of is gauging relative strength when you're coming into your days, when you're looking for stocks to trade or opportunities to take advantage of. Relative strength is probably one of the most important to understand to catch these very good trades, very solid trades. So as you guys can see, once we pushed up above the key level I just marked out, being your Tuesday's highs, which is one of the only levels that we actually could have had marked out due to this big gap down. But yeah, we had this Tuesday's high marked out, and we ended up pushing up above within the first two candles, like I mentioned. And as you can see, once we actually, oops, 1 second, let me go back to Tesla. Once we actually did end up pushing above our Tuesday's highs, we had a very nice retest with all of these lower wicks that we ended up putting in right around here. So once we ended up putting in these lower wicks, you were able to get in for an entry. I'm not sure why my toolbar thing isn't working. Let me do this. Okay, you were able to get an entry around here. Any of these hammer stick candles would have been fine depending on how aggressive you want it to be. And you could have been more aggressive on this trade, like I said, due to the relative strength that we had. And you were able to end up targeting your 308 psychological whole number. And as you can see, we ended up touching it barely. But if you were able to get your scales out here pretty early, you would have been able to catch a nice 2.36 to 1 risk to reward, meaning that you're able to risk $100 and make $236 for every $100 that you risk, if that makes sense. So yeah, this was a simple trade that you could have taken today that I most likely would have taken if I had been awake. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys that little rundown today for myself as well to be able to review this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another trade review and an update on the 0 to 10K challenge. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.